This is Peter from Sun Insurance Agents and Logistics, bringing you another video today. Today, I wanted to do a video on how to start an insurance agency. I'm going to give a personal experience on how I started mine. And over a few days, I had friends calling me, asking me they wanted to do a side job and they wanted to know how I started my insurance company and if I can give any tips which can help them out. And I believe there are a lot of people out there who are wondering when can they start an insurance and how do they start it. If you have a job, your first job, and you want to switch careers, there is no problem. All you need to do is do enough research and talk to people who are already in the field so they can advise on how to start. So to start an insurance agency, you actually don't need any particular degree or any particular education to go start it. You can start it from high school. Immediately you finish high school or you finish college. All you have to do is get some education and some certifications before you start doing the job. So the first thing you have to do is take classes. There are some pre-licensing classes you have to take and earn 15 credit hours. You can either do it online or you can go to a traditional classroom. I know Kaplan is an institution which offers courses in different fields, and it can also offer insurance classes. So on this video, I'm going to link their website. So if you wanted to have some information, you can do that. But that is the first step. Get licensing, and after you get licensing, after you've done the 15 credit hours, you go do a state exam. The state exam, you can do it in a Pearson VUE, or you can go to any institution and then like a community college. Then you do it on the computer, and usually you know whether you fail or pass on the same day you finish the exam. If you pass, you have to go to the state and apply for your license. You pay a fee, and then they will send you a license. So that's the first step. So the second step, you need a name. When I started mine, I created a name which I wanted to call my agency. So in choosing a name, you have to choose a name which can attract your clients. Just choose a simple name. You can, like mine. When I chose mine, I took the first two letters of my first name and the first letter of my last name. So my agency is Sun Insurance Agency. So Sun, S-O is my first name, and Annie is the first letter of my last name. So I decided to call it Sun Insurance Agency. So when I started, I registered the name as an LLC company within my state because that's a requirement. For the tax purposes, you have to get a tax ID for the IRS taxes. And I decided to call it an LLC company because I didn't want, in case of a liability, I don't want anybody to claim my personal assets. So that's why it's called an LLC company, a limited liability company. And after you form this company, you register, it becomes official. So the state itself will send you the article of association, which shows that who are the officials, who is the manager, and of course, if you are the president or the owner of CEO of the company, the paperwork will say so. So when I did this registration, that was about 7 years ago. And the next thing I needed is to create a system, a customer relations management system. This is a system you use on the computers here, which will help you to house the records for the clients. Because it is mandated by the state, like every policy you're going to be writing, you have to keep these records at least for 7 years before you can destroy them. So if, let's say, for example, there is a litigation and the customer sues the company and they want to go to court, they will write you a letter. The carrier whom you represent, they will write you a letter and say they need a particular record to use it for the litigation purposes. So this is one of the requirements you need to meet to get a system which has a customer relation management. In that way, you can have the records. And I recommend to have a cloud-based storage system versus having store the records on your computer. You know, your computer can crash, and if you don't have a backup, you'll be in big problems, a lot of problems. So if you open an iCloud, you register. So in iCloud, you can access it from anywhere, and it has a big storage, and you are guaranteed like your records are safe. The next thing you need to have a phone number which is separate from your cell phone number. You don't want when customers are calling you, let's say it's a weekend and you answer, you are somewhere with your family, then you need to have a dedicated phone, office phone, which is official for your job. You can also have a fax, which is dedicated with your agency matters. You need as well to have an email address. And instead of having email address like Google or Gmail or Hotmail, you need to have an email which has some relations to your agency. For example, if it's Sun Insurance, I have mine, which is Sun Insurance Agency .com, whereby when you send me an email, it doesn't go to my personal email. It deals with official. When I email customers, the email looks official. And when you're gonna be communicating with these other carriers you work for, if they write you an email, it looks official. Or if they call you for an interview, they want to interview, they prefer writing an email which looks official, and it leaves the trail as an evidence or continuous communication. But if it was a cell phone, they call you sometimes, your voicemail, it goes to the voicemail. or sometimes you are somewhere with your family, like I said, it doesn't look so good. So you need to have an email dedicated to your business. The second thing, also, you have to have a website, a professional website. If you don't have one, you may need to contact. There are people out there who design websites. They can give you a quote and they give you a very professional website. When you go out there and meet people, like community, when you are marketing your business, you can come up with business cards and have your phone number, email address, and the website. And when you talk to people, tell them to go to your website and put some visual information there so it can look visual. Very, very important. And you can also have a program to have an e-signature. You can send, when you sell a pulse, you can send a link to your customers. Instead of coming to your office, sometimes they can go log in to their accounts and they can accomplish like signing the policy documents. So the e-signature is very important for the people out there. Also, think about having official business cards. Have business cards, have your name on it, printed clearly, your company name, your fax number, and your email. So you can, as you meet people, talk to them, introduce yourself, and give them. That's what I do on a daily basis when I meet with people. I introduce myself and give them their business cards. So another important step you need to think about is the career appointments. When you get licensing, you get a building, and you set up your computer in the office like this. Without the career appointments, you don't have any business to do. The career appointments, these are the companies, the insurance companies who appoint you to represent them. So when you meet a client out there, for example, who has a truck to insure, or a house, or a car to give them insurance coverage, you have to have a company to represent. For example, we have Progressive, we have Orsted, we have State Farm, we have Geico. So they have to appoint you. Those are the ones we call career appointments. And to get these career appointments, when you start, you have to approach them and ask for appointments. They can invite you for an interview and talk to you. And if they like you, then they can appoint you, and you can represent them professionally when you go out there. And it's good to have as many appointments as possible if you are independent. But if you are a captive, then it means you have to work with only one company. With me, I like being independent, to work with multiple companies, because if I'm quoting my clients and from multiple companies, then this gives me a lot of choices to help my clients versus working with one particular company. So getting appointments is what I did. Talk to many companies out there. I did interview with them, and some of them are appointed, and those are the ones I'm working with right now. The last step, but not least, is the marketing strategy. First, you have to have a marketing plan. Come up with a very good marketing plan. How are you gonna find your prospects or your clients? Because if you sit in the office and you work on the phones, it's not going to be easy. Cold calling is really hard. You have to get outside there. You have to go around, knock at people's doors, introduce yourself, and tell them you are an insurance agent and you would like to have an opportunity to speak to them and help them out. Tell them you come from the community where they live, and involve yourself in community things, functions. Go to church if they have a fundraising at a local uh, church, or at a local market, at a local business. Go there, introduce yourself with your business cards, participate so that most people can know you. And utilize social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and your website. You can as well open a YouTube channel. Like me, I opened my YouTube channel like 2 years ago. Make some videos which talks about the services you offer, and target your audience, and market your business. So the point I'm trying to do here is you have to be very aggressive with your marketing plan, and try so many marketing plans. If one doesn't work, then you move to the other one, because you have to really get out there, and so that people can know your business, and always have very good communication. Treat your customers, put first interest in your customers, and whenever they give you a call, if you are not able to take their call, just return their call back within a reasonable time. So that's briefly what you need to do if you wanted to start an insurance agency. And if you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer. Leave me comments below this video, and any suggestions are welcome. And I hope I helped someone out there, and this is the way it works. So guys, I need to go back to my job, and I just wanted to do these videos because I was waiting for another client who's coming in about 20 minutes. And I think the information I've thrown out there, hopefully it will help you guys. Have a good day, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.